Hi there, this is Soumya Chaudhary on behalf of Arena Animation Jayanagar, Bangalore. So here today I'm gonna show you one tutorial on how to create a NURBS chair using loft, extrude, all the NURBS option. So I hope we'll have a fun while creating on this. Let's start. I'll be taking one NURBS primitive as circle. I'm going for modify, reset transformation to get it into middle, and I'll place it to top from the side view or front view. You can take it to top, and from there first I want to create the sitting area. Okay, here we go. Basically, whenever we are creating some kind of chairs, it's not very sharp. We are having some bevel kind of objects. So what I'll do, instead of creating the loft between these two circles, what I'll do, I will copy this guy, and in between I'll be keeping in middle. I'll make the size a little bit more, and I'll be taking this down to get a roundish kind of shape. Now select the first one. Actually, basically, if you are doing the loft between two circles, I'm pressing F4 to go to the NURBS mode. I'll go to surface, and this loft will be getting like this. And if I'm selecting this 3 continuously, then we'll be getting this kind of bevel thing. So here we're gonna create separately first this first one and the second one, and I'm going for loft. Obviously, with a surface from the circle, I go to the last one, select this, the next one, and I'll make the loft. I press just G to repeat the same option, and obviously I'm gonna select this circle and the down circle, control, I'm deselecting this area. I'll create the loft, surface loft. So we have got this kind of shape. Okay, I can select this guy. Still, if you are selecting this circle and if you're moving this, because if I press 4, you can see if I press 4, this area is looking as a pink color. That means in Maya, if this is pink color, mean it is dependent on this particular curve, because it has been created from this particular curve. So if we scale this person, and we'll get this kind of shape, still is dependent. And to break out from that, if you select all, you go to edit, delete by tab, history. So what will happen, whatever you are trying to do with this guy, nothing will happen to the surface. Okay, so we would like to see delete each and every NURB curves. Suppose, so what you need to do, we'll go to edit, select all by type, NURB curves, and I can press delete button. Okay, now what I can do, very easily I'm doing this surface and this surface. If I would like to join both of them, what I can do, select this, right click isopom, select the down surface, right click isopom, select both of them, and you can go to the NURBS surface, and NURBS surface option box we are having on attach surfaces. We can see I'm split using dual monitor, that's why it's going to the different place. Anyway, so we can see there are some option. If you go to reset, the basically connect and blend. If you're going for the blend, it will come in a different way. So here for this part, I'm going for the connect and remove, and I used to switch up the keep original. And if I'm going for the apply, you can see I'm getting 2 isopom nearby the middle line. So what is happening here, if I go to the direct to the blend, these 2 lines will not come, and I'll not get this kind of sharpness. This really helps to get this kind of sharpness. I'll repeat the same thing for the down part. Isoperm, right click isoperm, select them both, just make sure other selected or not. No, it's not there. What you do, make it remove and attach. Okay, now select this guy and edit, delete by type and history, and obviously I got something. Here I would like to mention something that in starting only I would have create that. You can see these areas are having little bit of sharpness. There are the two way we can fix these things. One, either after creating the surface I can go to isoperm, I can take it the front side by holding shift. I can take this the sharp areas, and I can go to edit NURBS, and there is something called as insert isoperm. You can see this area is much better than this part, because in this part what is happening, these areas are very sharp. And another way is, whenever you're creating the NURB primitives, the circle for the first time, I can show you. If you're doing the right click, control vertex, we are having basically 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, this 8 control vertices. What I can do, I can go to the channel box, the inputs. I can increase the number of sections here itself. Suppose I'm going for 20, and if you're going for 20 from this area, if you're creating the another loft, you will get, select them both and loft. Now see, the smoothness of the circle is much better than this guy. So anyway, we have created this part. That means we do I'm pressing F to get the pivot point here. Okay, fine. So what I'll do, I'm going to isoperm. By holding shift, I'm just dragging this guy to get a better smooth output. It's taking a bit of time. I'm just pausing this video to get all this isoperm done, like edit NURBS and insert isoperm, and I'll get back to you as I finish this. Okay, so we got I can switch on the wireframe mode here, otherwise you can get from shading, wireframe on shaded. So I have got quite smooth part. So what you can do from here is, like I said, this isoperm, I can go for surface and I go for planar. It's a very basic chair I'm creating for you guys, and select this for isoperm, and I can make a little bit of plumpy things here. Obviously we can't make the loft. This is one thing you can do. Another thing what you can do, you can select this isoperm. Actually, if you want, you can't scale this isoperm. I can go to edit curves, you can go to duplicate surface curve, and I can go to modify center pivot. Then I'll get the pivot point just on the center pivot. I can make it smaller like this, and I'm creating another one. So in between, suppose I want some roundness or something like that. So what you can do, from the front view itself, I would like to, I press W, I'll make this little up, and obviously I'm having this one, I would like to go for this one little bit up. So let's see what you can create from this one. I'll select this, right click isoperm, shift select this curve, shift select the middle curve. I can go to loft, and I'll get this kind of output. If I'm going for this sphere, and if you, I told you, if it's pink color mean it's showing it is dependent. I'm taking this guy up like this. You can easily create it. And if you want to scale this little curve, by pressing Ctrl, I'm deselecting the object. Okay, I'll be getting like this. So select this, I can go to edit, little bit of history, I can select this isoperm, and I can go for planar here. I think if you switch up this wireframe mode, I think this is quite a better output for the top side. I'm again little bit of history, I go to edit, select all by type, and I can go for the NURB curves, and I'm deleting these curves. Anywhere if I want any other curves I can get it. So for the down part I'll do something the same way but little different. Okay, and I'll go to duplicate surface curve, modify, center pivot, and I'll go to this guy like this, Control D. I can take this guy inside to get a different kind of feel, because I know the loft depends how you select the object. Suppose I'm gonna select this object, right click, iso pump, select this one. I'm gonna create a bridge between those two curves. And in the loft, if you go for there, and go, this two I'll go for loft. This guy I can go for loft. Okay, so what I can do, edit, a little bit of history. I can go to edit, select all by type, and I'll go to now curves. I'll delete this area. You can see as the earlier I want this kind of area sharpness. This kind of sharpness is not needed to me, because all the objects in the world basically based on the bevel thing filleting. I'm sorry, it's fillet. So I'll go to the now attach surface. Same thing I'll be doing for this one attach surface, and this one isopom. See, the background is selected. I don't want that to be selected. Okay, and I'll make this, and what I'll do, I'll select edit, delete by type history. For the moment of time I can select this isopom, I can make it planar. So basically a basic sheet I have created for you guys to make you understand how we can create with the lofting. And this object isopom, this object to make this sure this area is good, I'll make it at a surface. So I hope till now the position wise it is quite understandable. Once again, let me check one thing. I'll press 4. Oh, 1 second. Okay, there is something wrong there. 1 second. Okay, I'll press F8 to go for the object mode. Okay, if you press 3 you'll get the smoothness. Edit, delete all by select all by type. I'll go to nerves, curves, delete if anything existing. Isopom, select this isopom, make sure other is not selected. I just press 1 to come back to the normal mode. I would add a surface. Okay, I can select this guy, edit, delete by type history. So I'll be keeping it here. So okay, so I'm gonna create the next part. That means the design what I can create for the front side. I'll be creating a simple design for you guys, and that is create CV curve tool. Suppose I'm going for a very simple design. I'm creating the curves. If it is more, it'll get more smoother. Okay, and obviously remember when I created this CV curve, CV mean control vertex, and if you're going for the option box, we'll be watching the basic. The default is the 3 cubic, and we'll be working on 3 cubic on that. So suppose I have created this one, and obviously this looks not very good. I need to adjust a bit to make it more nice. You'll obviously be liking the chairs, which is nice. Because if you go to buy some chairs, it has to be good, otherwise we will not purchase those things. That's why I think we should try for a nice chair. Okay, I have created this guy like this. Okay, fine. I'll be creating some designs. Actually not design, the patterns. Very simple way. I'll be creating like this. Okay, I'm creating the same thing in different style. I'm just creating the curves from where I'm gonna create little thickness. I hope for this demo purpose tutorial this much is pattern is more than enough. I can make it refine a little bit. Sorry. Okay, let me save this one. I'm saving it in .mf file, my ASCII file. Look, you can see here, 1 second, if I see this thing as 3, I'll get smoother output to the curves. Now you can check it out. Here there is some gap, and due to I'm gonna duplicate this part to this side, what I'll do, I'm gonna select the control vertex, press X, select the control vertex, press X, and if you drag this one, it is snapping to the axis. And that is, if you press 4, I can check it out. This area is also, it is not attaching to the axis. Press X, just check it out, it is happening like this. And what about the upper guy? Okay, it is having the same thing. That is much better to work with. And in this area obviously it is not touching also. I'll have a little adjustment. Okay, fine. So what I'll do, I'll go to the create now primitives. I'll take a circle, and obviously I'm gonna draw a circle here. If I go to modify and reset transformation, that means it is just going to be in middle. I'm just pulling this up to place it here. Just take a 90-degree turn. It's on the rotate y-axis. Okay, obviously. So what will happen, this size, the same size, I'll select this and I'll select this curve. You can see it. I can select this small circle here and select the path from where I want to extrude this circle, and I can go to no surface. There is something called extrude option box. By default it looks like that. I can switch to this add path and I can go to extrude. You can see, like if you press 6, I'm getting output like this, but somehow I'm not liking that the how it comes. It's very thick according to me. So what I'll do, if I select this guy, if you press 4, just check it out, it is still that pink color, and if you press 6, it is dependent on that. So I can make it more thinner as per our need. I'm not going to delete the history right now, because right now if you select this curve, and if you're doing for the control vertex, you can go to the X-ray mode from here. Otherwise X-ray mode you can go for shading and X-ray. So what you can do, I can pull it up. Okay, and I can press F8. Okay, same way I'm gonna extrude these 3 things. I'll get back to you as I finish this extrude. Here we're back, and here what we have done, actually we have created this all the extrudes, and I have increased the number of isopumps like this. Right click isopump to make it more smoother. By holding shift I'm doing this. I'm going to edit nodes, insert isopumps. It will get you a better output. And I can go for the more smoothness. Okay, so exactly what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select all of them and make it Control G, and Control G main, the side view, the right view, modify. I'm gonna for center pivot, I'm gonna place it backside. place it down a little bit to just make you understand how I want. Go to the front view, you can see it from middle. If I'm gonna scale it, it is happening for this pivot point. So what I'll do, I'll press W, press insert, and if I press X and drag it, it will come here. Press insert and I can scale it from this part. You can easily see it. Go to my need, I can scale it, I'll place it. Okay, if you select this up arrow, I'm going to make it here the same way I want. Otherwise, if you want to make it bigger, you can easily create it here the same way. I'm going to create the same thing from this side. So what I'll do, I'm going to select all of them, go to front view, I can go to modify duplicate spatial, and in the duplicate spatial option box, if I click it, we'll see there is something called copy instance. Obviously I'll be keeping copy to make it a mirror, and for the scale I'm going to put -1 and duplicate spatial. Okay, so like this I'm gonna duplicate this part. Now we can see this area, they are having some gaps. So how we can attach these gaps? You can select this both isopons together. You can go to attach surface option box, you can go to bend, you can go to apply. Nicely it got bended. Same thing I'll be doing for this part. I'm pressing G. This is a very good option to work with. Isopon. If I'm doing like this, I'm pressing G, they're attaching together. And obviously if I get a in between one, I can do it. Right now for this tutorial sake, I'm not gonna get the middle one. I think it will work for you guys. So I'm closing this. Now suppose you want to create now obviously this is little bigger. I couldn't ornate. I'll be going and I'll pressing Ctrl G. I'll make this group, modify center pivot. I'm gonna make it down. Sorry, I need to do edit, delete by type history, and all those NURB scrubs has to be deleted. I'm gonna select this and I'll place it down. If you don't delete by type history and NURBS, it will create a problem later on. So I'm keeping this guy here. I'm going to create CV curve tool from this side. And in the same way, I'm gonna create this extrude. You can see it. Okay, and in the same way I'm going to create extrude, create. Now primitives, circle. I'm pressing 4 to check the area. Okay, press V and snap it to here. Okay, go to -90. Select it. I can take it down a little bit. Select this, press 3, and I'm gonna for extrude through this path. If you want to make it a little thicker, you can make it thicker because you need a base properly, and you can see a little bit. And I'm gonna do the same thing. 1 second. If you're gonna create this guy, I can make it more smoother, and obviously I need to make this thing more smoother. Sorry, so perm. I'll get back to you after making it more smoother. After I get it down, just select this, edit little bit of history, and what I'm gonna do, just check it out. My pivot point is just in middle, and easily from the top view I can check it out where is the exact position. I will press 4 to go to wireframe mode. I'm going there, and for -45 suppose it'll come in just middle. Control D. I'm gonna make it as in the middle. Okay, just middle. I can go for, otherwise what I'll do, I can select this plus minus edit duplicate spatial minus copy, and I'll do the same thing for the top view. We'll go for minus 45. So, 45. And place it just between. Doing Control D to just copy it. I can place it to the all the part. I can select this two part and I can delete it up. So I'll be getting this kind of chairs. If you want to create more designs kind of things, or I can go to top view, press 4, you can press insert, and I can come back to here. From there, if I'm gonna Control D this guy, I can make it a little more design, make it more base. Basically I can create it, and I'm gonna copy the same thing everywhere. We'll get it back. Here we are ready with the legs, and after that lots of things you can add. You can add screws, or there are some holes you can see. You can easily check it out the same way. Duplicate surface, modify, center pivot. I can go for that. I can make this area close, press F to go there. I can easily make it down. I can easily isopomp, select this. I can go for easily loft here too. And to finish this guy, I can go for Control D. I can make it more smaller. Even to make it more convincing, I can make it backside. Okay, this one and this curves, I can make it loft. And obviously this part, I suppose this one I can make it loft, and this guy I can obviously make it as a planar. So what to do, I can select this guy, edit, little type history, and edit, select all by type, and you can go to knob curves and delete it up. So the same way I can go for isopomp selected. You can select the isopomps. I'm sorry, the whole thing is getting selected. Press 4. Okay, I can select this guy like this. Press 6. I'm pressing 6. At the surface option box, I can go for connect. I can go for apply. One second, just coming. I can go for the blend. It is applying like this nicely. Isopomp. I can go for this blend, and we can apply like this. And this area, I'm selecting them. Edit, delete by type history, and isopomp, this isopomp, this isopomp. If I go, select both the isopomps, pressing 417, and I can go for this attached surface, connect. I'll get out like this. So edit, little bit of history. So we can get the finishing like this, and down part we can create the base, everything. I'll get back if it's finished. Here we are at the product, and what you can do after that, I can select this guy. If it is group, I'll select this. I'll go and go to the animation menu by pressing F2. I can go to create deformers, and there is something called as lattice. If you go to the lattice option box, I'll get the divisions as 2, 5 and 2, and if I pressing 2 here, I'll be getting the lattice. So what I can do, I can not clicking on here, I can click on this lattice. I can go to lattice point. So I can select the down part, the shift select in this area. I can easily put it down according to my need, and to come out from there, you can select edit, deliver type, and history. Okay, so for this basic product, I hope this is for that you can add detail by adding the clips here, the screws, everything. But I hope how the extrude and loft works for that, this kind of chairs, you will easily able to understand for this. Okay, thanks for watching.